Welcome to TRS Clips, India's fastest learning portal. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon. Through all the films you create, are you trying to explore your own mind as the director, as the creator?
100%, man. Can I tell you, I was just telling someone the other day, I feel like after you realize uh, what a film can do to you when you make it, it would almost be kind of sad if you don't let go through that journey with the film. Because I feel when you make a film, the film has this power to change you while you make it, and you don't know what it's going to do to you. It's like a journey that you go on, and it'll change you. There is no way that you're going to come out the same person. Part of you wants to go into it because your mind will face challenges. You will come across your own conditioning, your own patterns that you didn't think you had before. And part of me loves it because you are going through this where you're going to come to a bigger understanding of who you are. And I don't think I want to make films unless it opens those doors in my head. It gives me a window into my own little conditioning and patterns, and that's constantly happening. And on this film especially, because I was it's the first female protagonist that I wanted to do kind of write about with my co-writers. So I had to step into a different kind of a psyche. Plus, it was about infidelity, and for me to realize that even though I've always felt I'm liberal and I'm left of center, and I've always felt like, oh no, I get it, but to constantly come to a place where you're like, am I trying to protect this character too much because I judge them already? Am I judging this moment? Am I am I doing this just so that audience can be okay with it, or is this how it should be? Those kind of conditioning really, I mean, I was surprised that I was constantly facing those moments. And then people, my girlfriend, some of the other women I have in my life who are extremely, they have, so to say, great perspective, and they would give me the little insight into my own writing. So that was very helpful.
So you were trying to explore your own feminine energy in your mind, because every man has both masculine and
Right.
feminine energies.
Right.
Maybe you were
Right.
trying to do that.
Right.
My question to you, and this I'm not asking you as a podcaster, this I'm asking you just as a brother who's like,
Yeah.
now known you for a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I saw the Gehraiyaan trailer, there was two things that popped out at me. One was the framing and the gorgeousness, which I've told you about
Yeah.
like in the past. But the second was infidelity.
Right.
And I've been cheated on, and it was one of the worst things to ever
I feel
happen in
sorry
my
for you.
life.
Yeah, sure.
So it put me in a little uncomfortable place,
Yeah.
but also, I got curious about what
Right.
could be inside.
Right.
And maybe it's gonna make me face my sense of, I don't know, dude, pain,
Right.
but I'd still want to watch the film.
Great. I mean, yeah, and listen, the thing is, we've put such pressure on relationships, and infidelity has always been looked upon as, so to say, the wrong thing. And but the thing is, it exists, and people get drawn into these circumstances, and it happens, and it can get extremely complex and complicated. It comes with its share of pain, but to also just sometimes accept that it can happen and it can cause pain, uh, and also understand what are the circumstances in which it happens, and can we be more aware of those things. And I don't know, those things also matter, I guess.
Have you been cheated on?
Not cheated on, but I think I my when you're in school, you are absolutely in love. This is the one true love you'll ever wanted to be in. Because also at that time, your idea of romance is, your idea of love is too romanticized. You want to be in love, you want to feel the pain, you want to be that one person who believes that this is the one. I've never felt that since. And so yeah, when that relationship broke up and I realized there was somebody else, that was hard. But and after that, things been great. I mean, I don't know if things been great actually, now that I think of it, because I wonder if I've ever really been in love, and did that relationship damage me to a point where I can't be in love? I don't know, but those are the things.
Yeah.
What about you? How many times you've been in love?
The moment you said school time, I
Yeah.
thought of the first girl I ever had a crush on. Her name was Sheena Singh.
Ah,
She's
sweet.
chill. She's a friend now.
Yeah.
But we broke up, and I thought, oh, I'm never gonna fall in love again. I fell in love in the 10th grade, dated someone for 3.5 years deeply. And then I think I fell in love directly when I was 23, 24
Mm.
with the same girl I got cheated
Right.
on.
Oh no,
and
yeah.
and since then, in the last 3, 4 years, I've not felt like I can
That
fall in
kind
love
of-
again.
I feel like in your 30s, your understanding of a relationship and love changes so drastically. And you know, by then weathered a few scars. And I feel like you become more conscious and you're more, so to say, and I won't say cynical, but sometimes a little more realistic about it. You know, and then part of the reason I wanted to make this film is that because I feel like my idea of love was changing, and I thought that, oh, our films have been so have oversimplified this idea of love so much that we've actually kind of reduced it. It's become very reductive, the idea of love in our films. And I was like, why don't we explore it, zoom out a little more? Why don't we explore it with its complexity? Love has its complexity. It's actually not a straight on emotion. It's not. I think we are so hung on to the idea of just the purest form of love that we want to negate and not accept anything that steps outside of that boundary. And
You know, being cheated on has taken away the simplicity of love for me. Now
yeah,
I view it in the way that you do. Maybe because you're older than me, you're saying that. You know, you probably
I
see.
could be, and Ranveer, it's not that honestly, man, I do want to go back and feel the simple, the simplified version of love. I would love to go back and feel the romanticized idea of it, but it's not something that I'm constantly looking forward. Looking at as just that. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, I still feel there's enough happy things that one can find in a relationship, and you know, and you just change, so to say, your hook into it. You know, you don't have to want the same thing to be happy that you felt before. I think the idea is to kind of see what that relationship is giving to you in that present moment, and you can't just keep measuring it to the previous one or what you felt back then. I think that's where you set too many expectations out of it.